All right, well, we'll stick to the outlook. Another commodity-specific question. This one's from Derek. Derek says the world is moving away from carbon-based energies like coal and oil.
Sure is.
So how much does BHP expect its carbon-related businesses to make up in our future earnings mix?
Sure. Look, our hydrocarbon business is really oil, gas, and of course thermal. We haven't got very much thermal, but we have some of that.
Thermal coal.
Thermal coal, yeah. Sorry, yes. Look, we're very aware that the world is, of course, moving away from carbon. We're a believer in climate change, there's no question about that. But the reality is that there are more people in this world, and the standards of living are lifting, and so the world is going to need more energy. And so even though you're going to get more renewables and so on, in fact, we think that there will still be an increase in demand for oil and gas, and even for thermal, for at least the next decade and probably beyond. And so our business, our hydrocarbon business, is still going to be very good for us in that time period. Beyond that, it is a little bit more interesting, but that is in the very long term. And there is cases to say that the prices for those goods remain strong. There's also cases to say. But what we have in BHP, of course, is a portfolio. And so what we do know is that we have a very strong copper position, and copper exists basically to transport energy. So it's pretty clear there's going to be more energy in the world, and therefore there's going to need more copper. And we got this tremendous copper business, and it can only get better. And then, of course, we've got the other part of our business, which is carbon steel materials, met coal, iron ore. That should remain strong because it's not affected by this particular issue. The other one in our portfolio, I think a very interesting thing, is that we have potash. Now, potash is a fertilizer, and so its demand is also, we think, going to be very strong in terms of its growth. And that's because, again, there's more people, they need to eat, they would like to eat better, and the amount of arable land is either going to stay the same or it may even get less. So you need to get more out of that arable land, and the way you get more out of arable land, you have to get higher productivity, is you need to use more fertilizer. So we've got this great position in Canada. It can produce the lowest cost potash in the world. And so we're thinking about whether we should start producing, have a project in that part of the world. And again, that would be an interesting adjunct for our portfolio in the future.
Option for the future.
Option for the future. It has to go through the capital allocation framework, and it will only be executed in the event that it has good returns for shareholders.